Alrighty, we're back with another marvelous episode of College Football Showdown. I am the governor of college football, and with me, as always, is my co-pilot Jalen Wilson. Jalen, what's happening, Playboy? How you doing?
Man, doing good. It's a Friday. 2 day week next week for work.
Hey, that
5 day
sound that
weekend
sound dope.
basically.
Uh huh.
Like easy. So you know what that mean? I mean Monday night I'm staying kinda. Because Tuesday is like Friday. And
Right, right.
that's usually what I do on Thursdays. Like
Yeah,
Thursday night. I like
you was up
stay up
late
a little bit
yesterday
later
too.
because I'm like Friday night. Yeah, like I'm like Friday night. I'm like Thursday night cool because Friday is the last day of the week. I got a little leeway. I don't got like if I need to catch up on sleep, I can catch up on sleep during the weekend and everything like that. So and I don't got to worry about like going to sleep after work and and like messing up my whole sleep schedule.
Uh huh.
Um, and still having to work the next day. I can mess up my whole sleep schedule and get it right at some point throughout the weekend.
Nah,
So
nah, that's what's up. Nah, you gonna enjoy that. So Thanksgiving for you, how does that normally work? Like, how many days is appropriate to eat leftovers?
mm, I say three.
Three days is appropriate to eat leftovers. Yeah, I get stuck with a lot of leftovers because my mother, shout out to her best mom Dukes in the world. She makes two different meals. So she makes a non-vegan meal and then she makes a vegan meal for me and Foot. So it'd be plenty of food for me and him. So yeah, so 3 days is probably appropriate. I'm probably 4.5, maybe 5 days off the leftovers, man. So I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Truly can't wait for
It
Thanksgiving.
really all depends on what it is. If it's me, I'm not eating it after
Yeah,
like three
nah,
days.
that's true. That's true. Very
If
true.
it's like a maybe like soup potatoes,
Soup, okay,
I eat soup potatoes or
okay.
something like that.
So what's your favorite, like, you know what I'm saying, after, like, the next day, like, you know what I'm saying, or day two, like, do you, like,
Oh,
like, you make like
easy.
ham sandwiches or turkey like, what do you do?
Nah, it's always the baked macaroni that's left over
Any
and the sweet
yams?
potatoes that's
Yeah,
left over.
yeah,
And they gotta be on the same plate because when I warm them up, the juices kind of mix in.
yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
Yeah, nah,
I'm straight.
I do miss. I don't miss the turkey and the ham. I do miss mac and cheese. I do miss, even though my mom always makes a vegan rendition, and then this year she's making me some mini sweet potato pies. So I'm gonna go to town on that. So I can't wait for it. Let's get into these week games.
Hold on, Kitty. Hold on, Kitty.
Uh,
Hey, Pat LaBelle sweet potato pasta overrated. Just to let everybody know.
Not when it first came out. When it
I didn't
first,
have one when they first came
so when
out,
they
but
first
I had one a
when
couple years ago.
yeah, when they first came out, when the moment you start to mass produce something, that's the moment where you start, like,
Yeah, because you got to cut
you
corners.
gotta cut corners. You start getting the enriched products, like enriched
Mm-hmm.
rice and all of that other stuff. So yeah, when she at first did it, it was only sold at like a few spots. She didn't have to mass produce it, so it wasn't as bad. So it was good when they first came out. And then I remember a few years after they first came out, I had one. I was like, nah, this is no boy, no. This is no boy, though. So yeah, it was all right back in the day. So we got Louisville, SMU on the slate, a game that both of these teams honestly need to win. How you feeling about both of these programs, real quick, and then who you think gonna win this game?
If I'm SMU, I'm feeling good. If I'm Louisville, I'm a little bit disappointed. You know, the playoffs was like
Yes,
right there. You know, we
it
controlled our own
was.
destiny. Then we fumbled the game, and it's like,
And
dang.
Isaac Brown has been hurt, correct?
I think so. Yes, he has. I feel like he's been hurt for the past like what 2 weeks, three
Yeah.
weeks, something like that.
Yeah, I think they dropped
Um,
both of those games.
yeah. Um, and if you're a Louisville fan, kind of kind of down bad right now, like at least football wise, because you just look like we could have been playoffs. We were right
Right.
there. Uh, you know, I mean, the only other time they came close to the playoffs was I want to say was it 3 years ago, 2 years ago now against Florida State, where
Yeah.
did they have one loss that season, and then they lost to
It
Florida
was
State in the ACC
yeah,
championship game.
yeah, yeah. They lost to Florida State, and they got mollywopped by USC by Miller Moss, who's their quarterback now. So
Yeah,
I can't remember how many losses that they had, but they looked really good that year. And you know we saw that they extended Brom, and injuries is just one of those things. If you don't have great depth and the resources, whatever program you with, if those resources aren't rich and they aren't plentiful, it's hard to have that depth you need. Even though I expected more for Duke Watson this year, he's kind of gotten buried on the depth chart. He don't even have that many carries, to be honest with you. So
I mean,
yeah,
Isaac Brown's
it's been
been
disappointing.
really good this year, so
Yeah, he
so
has.
far you kind of been
It
a
makes sense.
workhorse.
Like, because last year, I don't want to say it was 50-50, but it's probably like maybe 60-40
Yeah,
from
which no
what
surprise under
they
Jeff Brown
carries.
because was his first season there was the season where they went to AC Championship game. I think they had two running backs right that were like
They did. They had what's my dog name? Number
was it
25.
like Demarcado?
Yeah. It was DeMarcado and it was somebody else. That was my dog. I predicted he was gonna have a breakout year that year too. I don't even think he's in the NFL anymore.
Yeah, yeah, I think Demarcado's on the a famous play this season,
DeMarcado
which
is.
I had him in fantasy that week, but it didn't matter because against the Titans he dropped the ball before the goal line and it went out of bounds and resort a touchback.
Jawar Jordan. It's who I'm thinking about.
And Titan after that game, I mean after that session, you I think we were kind of like we said slump, um, you know,
Yeah. Your
Tiny.
audio's kind of going in and out. Give me a second. Hey Jalen, if you can hear me, leave out and then rejoin. I don't think you can hear me.
Have looked good.
Okay, I think we're back.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. So, what were you saying about Louisville, or were you talking about SMU? My apologies. It was like fuzzy for about the last 10 seconds.
What about change my settings on accident? Okay, what about now?
You Gucci now. We're good to go.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. But yeah, I don't know if you remember SMU. Like we projected a sophomore
Yeah.
slump. But it really hasn't been much of. I mean, what they're
Yeah,
7-3.
they've looked really good as of late. They started off a little bit rough, but they look good as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like they seem to figure things
Hmm.
out. If I'm an SMU fan, you kind of didn't expect, or you kind of didn't want this, so you really didn't expect it. Um, they've looked good this season. I feel like Kevin Jennings has been a little bit more inconsistent this season at times.
Yeah, yes,
Um,
but also more tape.
yeah. Uh, Still quality team. This still should be a really good game. I feel like this should really be a close game.
Mm,
Um, I really want to lean SMU. Like just with the way Miller Moss has looked in the past couple weeks, he hasn't really looked great.
for sure.
Louisville has kind of struggled. Isaac Brown's dealing with injuries. I feel like SMU is now rolling. They're doing good. Um, I think I want to roll LSU. I mean SMU in this one.
You want to roll SMU with this one? I'm not mad at it at all. Uh, let's play a game.
Okay.
All right, so tell me what level or what coach you wouldn't take on. We'll start at tiers. Let's start with Bill O'Brien, tier one. Would you take Rhett Lashley over Bill O'Brien?
Yeah, I would take Red Ashley.
All right, tier two, Fran Brown. You taking Rhett Lashley or you taking Fran Brown?
Taking Red Ashley.
All right, tier three, Brent Key. You taking Rhett Lashley or you taking Fran Brown?
Mm.
I'm sorry. You taking Rhett Lashley or you taking Brent Key?
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Um, oh, okay. That's a
It's a
tough
tough
one.
one.
That's a tough
It's a
one.
tough one. It's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
I
I
think
kind of
one
want to say
coach is an
lastly just to
offensive
see who next, but
one coach is an offensive genius, and the other coach is he does more with less,
yeah,
like a
um,
disciplinarian. All right. We'll take Lashley. Tier four,
yeah.
Jeff Brown.
I think I'm gonna take Jeff Brown with this one. Like,
Okay. So
yeah, I'm gonna
it's
take
not
Jeff
that
Brown.
tier four.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So
So
let's go.
wait. So who would have been tier 5?
I would have had. I'd have kept it ACC, so I'd have had to say Dabo even with the down year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'd have had to say Dabo. All right, so let's get into this next rapid fire preview. We got Missouri versus Oklahoma. How you feeling about this game? How's Oklahoma feeling about this game? Could this be an upset alert type
Oh, it
game?
could be because you just did you hear the news?
I haven't.
Prbula might be back this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Pete Thamel reported just like
A few seconds ago, and
probably
it
like
was
30
really
minutes
Pete
ago.
Thamel. You didn't get.
Nah, because I got his notifications on.
Okay,
Um,
okay, okay. So you didn't get got. Yeah, bro. It's so
yeah,
many parody accounts out there, bro. Like so many.
I can check again real quick.
Nah, if you
Um,
got his notice on, then yeah, nah. I probably need to do the same thing.
yeah, it said Missouri quarterback is on track to return to start against number 8
Wow.
Oklahoma on Saturday. So
They can win. They can win with. Granted, I do like the kid Matt Zollers. I think you know
he came
it's
in had a
time for.
solid game
Yeah,
against Mississippi State.
did he? Okay,
Yeah, I
I
think he had
know.
2 touchdowns, 1 interception, like
Did he?
177 yards.
He looked
Nothing
solid.
crazy, but solid.
That first game, he looked scary versus Texas A&M, being his first full start. But the game against Vandy, when he had to come in and play, he was pretty good. Amar Hardy has seemed to come back to life this week as well. This is a really scary game for Oklahoma. This is an extremely scary game for Oklahoma because what they just did to Alabama can be done upon them. And are we looking at Missouri like the Alabamas a season ago, like the Ole Misses a season ago, like teams that they won one more game, they probably have an opportunity to play in the playoff, or you think they were just like a few games away in your estimation?
I want to say it's one more
Okay,
game
okay,
because I want to feel like if Purdue didn't get hurt, I don't know how it goes.
right. That's that
Kind of
great, great.
still right
They were
there.
playing. Yeah, it was a stalemate.
Yeah.
And then they just really needed a last drive to push it into overtime. A really good defensive game. I agree with you, and I don't think the Texas. It's just Texas A&M was firing on all cylinders, offense, defense, and
Yeah, the
special
A
teams.
and
I
M
think
game would have
Purvilla
happened regardless. I feel like.
give them a chance, but they could have won the Alabama game as well.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, I feel like they're just gonna be one of the teams where you like they have these two plays. We could be talking about a different outcome for this team. We could be talking about a quarterfinal appearance, a semifinal appearance. Could be talking about possibly a SEC championship game appearance. Um, I feel like they're going to be one of those teams rather than a team that's like they're that one game away team rather than good team, but in reality, yeah, we knew they were going to lose like 3 games eventually
Right,
and
right.
be out the playoffs.
So where do you place a guy like Eli Drinkowitz upon like the lore of college football coaches? Do you think he's underrated? Do you think he's properly rated? Do you think he's overrated?
I think it depends on who you're talking to. Also, it depends on what they're talking about. Are they talking about for new coaching positions? Because we just not recently seen his name
Right.
be
Yeah.
thrown in there, but he still is never like I feel like he's never considered the top like a top name.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with you there.
Yeah, but I feel like he could be worthy of a top name just based
Yeah,
off
I
what he's
agree.
done at Mizzou. Um,
He has some weird recruiting tactics, but they work. I'll tell you that.
yeah, um, like I don't see nowhere where he's overrated. I feel like he's either properly rated or
Or
underrated.
underrated. I,
Yeah,
I,
I feel like most people that kind of because I'm be honest, some people that make like rankings, coach rankings and all that, kind of just sometimes go off name.
yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah, like you would see or like recency bias, like you would see a basketball list where it's like Brad Underwood over time is on like Tom Izzo, coach every time, but yeah, uh, but that's just an example, and I feel like that is what will happen with Eli Jinkowitz is that like he's never too much out there. He would make his presence known, but I don't feel like he's never too much out there. And Mizzou, I feel like it's always kind of like a not forgotten about SEC team, but they're just like it's so many big schools in SEC that they kind of are on that tier below and sometimes they can be forgotten about. So I feel like he's just now being properly rated, but I feel like heading into the season he was underrated.
I think you answered that perfectly. I think you answered it so diligently, and you paid attention to the details. I agree with you. By some he's underrated, by some he's properly rated. He's definitely isn't overrated because he's done a great job in
Because if
Columbia.
I'm Florida, I look at Eli Drinkwitz, I'm like, this is a guy we could consider hiring.
This is where I was going next with it, and that's that mental telepathy. When you on the show with somebody for so long, you kind of already knew where I was going. So let's talk about Florida because I think we got two guys here. I think if team was like, Brent Venables would be interesting here,
Well, they
right?
seem like they got one guy.
Huh?
Well, it seemed like they might have one guy.
Lane.
Hmm.
Have you been paying attention to these here message boards? I've been paying attention to them as
I
well.
don't really look into message boards like
Do
that.
you?
I'm
I don't
like,
comment. I never comment. I just kind of look at them.
like,
They're not gonna roast me. You know what I'm saying with
well,
this thing.
sometimes like it's just be too many fans on the message boards. They just be crybabies sometimes.
They put the fanatic in fans. Also, if
Yeah,
you're in the chat, we're more than open. You know what I'm saying, to answering any questions you have about this weekend. Don't be afraid to comment. We'll put it up on our screen and we can talk about it.
yeah, they seem to have one
Only
guy,
on the
but
YouTube at THECFB Nation.
you know, if they strike out with Lane Kiffin, Eli Drinkowitz could be somebody they look at. And you was gonna say something about Brent
We
Venables?
Yeah, I was gonna say something about Brent Venables, but since you brought Lane Kiffin up, let's talk about him before we get to Brent Venables. So Lane Kiffin, he's in an odd situation.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you why he's in an odd situation. It's one of those things. Either A, he's stuck at Ole Miss. If he decide, hey, I want to go carry, and I don't want to say stuck at Ole Miss like being in Oxford is a bad thing, not at all. But if he decides, hey, I want to build on my legacy and go and try to compete for a national championship, those other schools will already have their coaches hired because we got early signing day coming up. We're just a month away from early signing day.
Yeah.
Just a month away, and then the portal window opens up right immediately after the season is over with, and you got like what, that 10-day window, and it's one of those things that those teams are going to want to do what Virginia Tech does, even though right now James Franklin isn't coaching. Phil Montgomery is the interim head coach. He's not worried about this year. He's worried about who can I get immediately to come jump over here, and how can we make that 124th recruiting class of the class of 2026 better. That's what he's working on right now. So I think he's about to get ultimatums from everyone. Ole Miss, hey dude, if you want to be here, be here. Let's get ready to play for a national championship and get ready for a college football playoff run. And if you don't, go somewhere else. We'll have Pete Golden as our interim head coach. You know, heading into the
Oh,
play.
yeah.
Yo, so what do you think about that?
I don't mind it. I don't like the whole. I didn't like the whole ultimatum thing
He
because
said it
I'm
wasn't
like,
real.
huh?
He's. I'm sorry. I was just saying a text message that was so stupid, bro. What's your boy on, bro?
Um, but yeah,
Continue.
like Lane might have said it wasn't real,
Uh,
but I don't know.
yeah, he
I
said
don't
it
know. I feel
wasn't
like there's
real,
some truth
but
to that. Somewhat. I
I
feel
think some
like
truth to it as well.
you know. I feel like they did give him an ultimatum, but I don't feel like it was as soon as what they said. Like, 'cause I think it was they said like by Black Friday, maybe is when they
Yeah,
wanted to
it's
hold
that
the
important.
season.
But he's gonna
Um,
also get one from LSU if he plans on going to Baton Rouge or Gainesville because, dude, early signing day, and what happens during early signing day? We get flipping season.
yeah, we
They're
get
gonna
flipped.
want their coach there because I guarantee you that team in Blacksburg gonna be doing a lot of flipping during early signing day. I guarantee you. So I don't know what he does.
Yeah, but I think it's stupid they have an ultimatum for a coach that has like all the leverage.
Yeah, yeah, he is holding all the cards,
Like
100%.
okay, go give me an ultimatum. Okay, I just leave and good luck replacing me. Like
That's a great assessment.
I didn't like that, but yeah. Well, Lane Kiffin, I don't know. Like I said, I think he should stay in Oxford. Um,
Moon said the same thing. I believe Nino is on record with saying that as well.
which I get the whole money thing and plentiful resources, uh, and that's good. But like, and this like reminds me of the George Pickens situation that just happened like last or just on Monday with Dez Bryant tweeting out basically saying, "Oh yeah, you know, if you stay a Cowboy,
You
your
recover
money
less.
gonna be recovered
Hmm.
by endorsements and with the star on your helmet. Um,
But wasn't he just complaining a couple of years ago
he
that
was,
he got
he
very
was,
conflicting, very hypocritical? You
yeah,
mad that you took it, but now you're trying to explain to somebody else to take it because right now he's playing true like a number one, and
yeah.
yeah, so
Um,
that's gonna be difficult.
and I remember Shannon
Mhm.
afterwards, Shannon Sharp, he said that like forget the legacy, like go chase the money.
Go get that back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
but in this case, it's like with Lane Kiffin, I feel like he probably gonna get paid more money if he does go to Florida or LSU.
Hmm.
Um, but I feel like the money would make his legacy would build stronger at Ole Miss than it would at Florida. Uh,
Let me ask you this. All right, and I'm gonna go somewhere here. I'm not talking directly to you, but I'm just talking of members of your generation. So
okay.
members of your generation believe anybody over 27 is old. Like they was calling Kyrie Irving old on when he was on Castanot show. Like people don't know what old is.
No.
Let's talk about
NBA
that.
wise, he kind of is old. He's like 32 to 3 now.
Yeah,
He's kind of
but
getting up there.
that don't. I mean, I don't know. Also, I do think the new face of the league is Tyrese Maxey, but that's neither here nor there.
I like Max.
But in coaching speak, in coaching years, Lane Kiffin is only 50 years old. He just
Hmm.
turned 50 years
That's
old.
young.
So let's say if he coaches for another 17 to 20 years, which he'll be fully able to do, he can truly build a legacy to where he's up there amongst the elite. Let me ask you this. Now, it's going to
Yeah.
be difficult in this era to win back-to-back champions. And you remember I had the take a season ago. We may not see any back-to-back champions in the 12-team era. I just don't. I think it's too difficult to do it with the gauntlet of your regular season, your conference championship, and then getting into the playoffs. Anybody can get you on a neutral site any given day. So can he win back-to-back championships at in Oxford? Can he do that?
I don't think so. I feel like, a Ole Miss type of team is a one and
I
done
agree.
team, because they're a team that aren't going to have the thousands of 5 stars that replace the other NFL talents that leave. It's kind of like who's the team that kind of won it? Dang, I can't think of nobody really,
20,
but
2019 LSU.
yeah, it's kind of like a 2019 LSU, or even like a Clemson
Right.
in 2016 whenever they won
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson. It's like, yeah, they had good guys, but it wasn't the same level of talent as the previous
I would
year.
agree with that.
Um, to even when we still can't compete, we can't win the championship. So that's why I feel like with Oxford and Ole Miss, if Lane Kiffin does win a
Let me
championship.
ask you about Baton Rouge. The resources are
Okay.
online. Year one he'll try to do as much recruiting as he can during flipping season, and he's able to get some people during a portal as well. And he's building and he's constructing the roster in the way that he wants to construct the roster. I believe his outreach will be greater than both Brian Kelly and Ed Orajon cumulatively because I believe he's that dynamic of a coach. I think he's the one that started this trend of people not doing spring season games anymore. Or the screen, how you do the spring game, the scrimmage game. Like you remember, they was playing
Huh?
basketball one. It was just like a meet and greet. They were trying to like he was like that. Like to me, he's a true leader, and I think he's a disciplinary. He holds people accountable, but he also bigs people up. You see how he's bigging up Keywan Lacey. So to me, wherever
Yeah.
he goes, Keywan Lacey is going because he's only a sophomore, so he can't go to the NFL yet. So I believe he can do more as far as his legacy. And trust me, Ole Miss has already rolled out the red carpet. They've showed him the money. He'll be a legend down there. But as far as his overall legacy, you start talking about national championships, I think his outreach will be greater in Baton Rouge and or Gainesville, even though it hasn't been done in Gainesville a very long time. But Billy Napier didn't struggle with recruiting. It was the attention to detail and the disciplinarian aspect of why it didn't work out. So I don't know. I think it's a good story. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you know the saying, nice guys finish last. Like him staying in Oxford would be nice, and yes, they will be able to compete. And just like he's competing right now, they had an opportunity to make the playoffs the season ago as well. But I think it's just that step above. going to a Baton Rouge or Gainesville where he could really set his legacy in and go on a championship run.
Yeah.
So who you got in this game? I know we went on a tangent there, but I love when we go on tangents.
My fault. What game is
It was
this?
Mizzou.
Oklahoma versus
Yeah, it was
Baylor?
Mizzou, Oklahoma. And why isn't Brent Venables? I bet after the Alabama game, more people start thinking about Brent Venables. But why haven't we heard his name much in any of these coaching searches?
Because he's an Oklahoma guy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Harbaugh thing.
The Michigan
Harbaugh
man.
was a Michigan. Yeah, like I feel like Brent Venables is kind of like an Oklahoma guy.
Okay, that makes sense.
Kind of like how Brent Key's kind of seen the Georgia Tech.
For sure.
Like,
He said, "Slice me open." Pause. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. But in this game, I got Oklahoma.
Okay. I'm Beulah's playing. I think about the physicality that Missouri can play with. I think their physicality can match Oklahoma physicality. It's really going to come down to moneyline material and Bo Beulah and them managing and not turning the ball over. I don't know. I'm gonna go Oklahoma, but I'm scared of this one. We got Iowa State versus Kansas. How you feeling about this game? You need to step off for a second.
It needs to be 4x6. I don't know how to adjust the diet.
4x6. We can't do 4x6.
All right. So we got Iowa State, Kansas next on our rapid fire slate. Think about the feeling of Iowa State a season ago. Think about how you felt about them when they made the Big 12 championship. I know me personally, I put out kind of a challenge to Matt Campbell. Like if not then if not now, then when for Iowa State. And though Arizona State did put hands and feet on them during that conference championship game, I just looked at what Iowa State was able to accomplish a year ago and heading into the earlier parts of the season before I became all in on Baylor. And I wish I hadn't, because I didn't know they wouldn't be able to play defense this year. But I looked at Iowa State, and they started off red hot. They started off this season like 5-0. And they was heading into Cincy, and they just haven't been that same team. They had opportunities versus BYU as well. The score doesn't show that the game was closer than it really was, but in my opinion, it was 1,000% closer than it really was. Iowa State certainly had opportunities against BYU, and we're going to talk about BYU a little bit later, and I have a take about that if you missed the show that me and Moon did last night, CFB Late Show. Make sure you guys check that out. We're live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Saturday night's time is set in stone. It's right at 11 p.m. It's after all of the games. It's instant reaction. Tuesday, we react to the college football playoff rankings and what's currently on our mind. And then, like I say, Thursday, we kind of preview games and just talk about what's on our minds. And I just love the setup of the show because we try not to be heavy script oriented, just like this show. Jalen, we got a shared notes on our iPhones, and he'll just what he wants to talk about. And we'll just talk about it, and sometimes we just go elsewhere. But my feelings on Iowa State a year ago versus my feelings on Iowa State a few weeks ago, and I think about the loss to Colorado. I'm just not sure where this team is currently. And then I ask myself, for a guy like Matt Campbell, who is respected in the Big 12, and I think about, has he done all that he can do in Ames? Are the resources in Ames, Iowa, plentiful enough? Can they match what's going on in Lubbock right now? Can they match what's going on in Salt Lake City and Utah getting busy in a portal as well? That's the question that I have to ask myself when it comes to Iowa State. Has Matt Campbell done all that he can do there? And there's time for something else. And that's a conversation I can't wait to have with Jalen when he gets back. But right now, he's for y'all, those of you all who don't know, when Jalen does these shows, he does it on his lunch break at work. He's also the manager where he is, so sometimes you got to step away. So that's why he had to step away for this one. But this is a game for both of these teams. It's like, where are you at currently? Like, where are you at? Kansas, Lawrence, Lance Leopold. Like, where are you guys at currently? How do we feel about both of these teams? And I don't know. I think both of these teams are in definitely a need to win this game. I think it's important for both of them. But me just looking at Iowa State, I know that in its heart of hearts, Kansas is a blue blood basketball program, and they're trying to formulate this football program to be to where they don't have that notation of being a blue blood basketball program. But I like a lot what I've seen. I do believe in Lance Leopold 100%, but I still don't believe that this season through and through has went the way that both of these teams have expected. So when I look at this game, I kind of analyze it and think of, dang, both of these teams didn't meet their expectations set onto the season. And those expectations do change. Kansas at 5-5, trying to be bowl eligible. They barely missed bowl eligibility a year ago, but they caught on late in the season. They got extremely hot. And Iowa State at 6-4. Like, how are you all feeling about both of these teams at the current moment? That's kind of where I'm at with this one. Jalen isn't back, and hopefully he doesn't mind me going forward, but I will go forward. What I can say is it'll be interesting. I know Jalen Daniels, we all make the jokes, Van Wilder, how long he's been in college. He's quietly had a really good season. I remember watching the Border War and him and Bo Perbula just going back and forth, and the type of game that was. With 21 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the season, not bad at all. But if there's a guy, Rocco Beck, I've been kind of disappointed in his play, and it's not all on him. But 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. You couldn't told me entering into this season that would be the type of year that Rocco Beck has at all. Jalen, just talking about Iowa State, Kansas, I was talking with them more so like I go back a year ago in Iowa State. You remember I set out the challenge. I did that on this very show. If not now, then when for Matt Campbell and Iowa State.
Yeah.
And I think he met that challenge. Like they was in their conference championship, albeit they were destroyed in a conference championship. But I thought that was one of the goals he wanted to meet. Boom. They're heading into this year. Things look so well. They were 5-0 before a trip to Cincinnati, Ohio. They've only won one game since then. I mean, they lost to Colorado. So the question I asked to everybody, nobody kind of responded, but the question I'm going to ask to you is, has Matt Campbell done all he can do in Ames, Iowa? I'm not asking because I believe he's no longer the guy for the job. I'm asking because I believe that job is no longer the guy for him, if that makes sense. Like, the resources aren't plentiful, in my opinion. They're not willing to open up the checkbook like we see the team in Salt Lake City opens up the checkbook, like we see the team in Lubbock open up the checkbook. Like, is it time for him to start looking elsewhere for coaching jobs? Because I believe the demand is there.
I would say so, but I don't know if he wants to. I mean, he's been there for such a long time.
Yes, he's been there a very long time.
But also, I wonder if he looks at it like, they're not doing all these things for me. Should I just go?
And this is if you want to win, you got to pay to win. You got to pay to play. That's what college football is right now. And then Kansas, I feel like Kansas and Lance Leopold are in such a marriage just because they're known historically as a blue blood basketball program that they're okay with mediocrity. You need to step away. You step away. You need to step away. So yeah. So like they're comfortable with that. They're 5-5. They do have an opportunity to be bowl eligible.
Yeah, but I'm cool.
I can start now if you want.
Sure.
They have an opportunity to be bowl eligible. They're 5-5. This game is huge for both of these teams. So you got one in this game, brother.
I'm gonna take. I'm leaning Kansas, but yeah, Kansas.
Iowa's looked horrible. So start off 5-0, and currently you're 6-4. That means you dropped 4 out of your last 5. I'm with you. Give me Kansas to win this game.
I thought that was the water or whatever drink you drink. I thought that was the
Heineken.
No, I thought that was that one water.
Mountain Spring water.
Nah, I thought that was man, the one that come in the blue bottle.
Oh, yeah, the one that the dude that be trying.
Yeah, the dude
Ash,
that got moved by speed like 4 times in the race.
Yeah, he did, and complained.
Yeah.
I can see the name of it now. I can't. I gotta search it now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nah.
I don't know why. That's
Saratoga.
Yeah, Saratoga.
It's in the same brand. It's expensive. It's like $27 for a pack of 12.
I actually saw some Saratoga water at 5 and Below. You know what 5 and Below is?
I love 5 and Below. Of course I know 5. That's where I get all of my chargers and stuff from. 5 Below, bro. You can't even though they're kind of like more than $5 now.
Oh, shit, I was gonna tell you. So I don't know. I got a certain someone I work with that knows somebody can give you chargers for free.
Send them to me. Send them to me.
Oh yeah.
Up next we got BYU and Cincinnati, and to me, I don't think BYU is a team everyone else thinks they are. Are they physical? Yes. Can they run the ball? Yes. Do they play outstanding defense? Yes. Even the Texas Tech game that could have been crazy, it was able to play bend don't break defense. But there's been some games this year that's been really intriguing to me for BYU. Because there's a few teams that had them on the ropes that just didn't seal the deal, or that, you know what I'm saying, they didn't get the job done. Utah didn't get the job done. I believe they were in a close game versus Arizona, and Arizona was winning. You know what I'm saying? They did.
I
They
think
didn't.
so. Yeah,
They did. They didn't get the job done. So I look at this team, and I look at Cincy. Cincy is desperate for a win right now. You
they
know,
are. They're on this little skid now, right? Like they
they
was
that they are.
undefeated, and then they got that hype.
But
Well,
then yeah, Brendan Sorsby did get injured in the
yeah.
midst of that. But he's playing this weekend. I smell upset alert 100%. I can see it from a mile away.
Do
I'm going to
you?
Cincy in this game. Yeah, who you got? Talk to me about BYU.
I'm taking BYU, but I feel like last week Texas Tech is on a different level. Cincinnati is not on that level.
Oh no, 100% they're not.
And with Sorsby being injured, he's kind of also been a little inconsistent since the loss.
Yeah,
Um,
that's very true.
I gotta
This
take BYU.
it's a
BYU, I
home
feel
game
like
for
this
Cincy.
is yeah.
Brendan Sorsby is healthy, and when they are hot, they can put up points in bunches. Like in bunches, they can put up points. So
I
it'll
can
be
see like
interesting.
some upset alert because you gotta think Cincinnati. Um, Cincinnati. You look at it, Cincinnati. You said they could put up points in bunches,
Yeah.
and which I don't know if you remember before the Texas Tech game, we did like a little preview, and I was like, I feel like BYU let teams get off to a hot start.
They
Um,
do. 100%.
yeah, and that could happen against Cincinnati, which could cause a problem.
It could.
Um, and I want to say BYU learned from the lesson, but if they allow so many times, that's probably not.
Right. And
Uh,
sometimes the ball's gonna start rolling the other way. Like you can't
yeah,
keep allowing this thing to happen. And guess what? In each of those games, they were all road games.
yeah,
Iowa State was another example. Iowa State started off that game really hot. I believe they were up
yeah.
10. That's another game that I forgot about that. And then
I
BYU
think they
was
were up
just
17 at one point, right? Like
yeah, they were up a lot. And then BYU still ended up winning by like 18 points, bro.
yeah.
So
um,
it was crazy. But yeah, me and Moon disagreed on this game as well. But I just wanted to get your input on it. We got
Actually, I'm
a
gonna lean Cincinnati. I'm gonna lean
you
Cincinnati
lean to
knowing that.
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
We got a really good game in the Conference USA. Shout out, how about Delaware and Missouri State? First years, you know what I'm saying, in the FBS and the success that they having. It's not a good look for the conference. It really is.
It's
It
not.
isn't. But Kennesaw State is in their second year, having much
You know, I
more
say
success
Kennesaw
this
State's
year.
pretty new too. Like
Yeah,
Kennesaw
yeah,
State's having major
they are.
success too. Like
I have a season credential with them. My hope was that they win the Conference USA because the Conference
it's
USA champion plays at home for the conference championship, and I was
so you're
going to fly down
saying
to Atlanta
it's not a good look, but could it be a good look? Like
in the future. It can be, but it's not a good look for a team like Liberty, who had the easiest schedule in the country, and right now they might not even be going bowling.
okay. I see. I wasn't too sure if you meant a good look for the conference because I'm like, if I'm if I'm the conference, commissioner, I'm looking. I'm like, this could be good though. Like, we got these new teams added in. They're winning ball games, being competitive. They aren't just getting steamrolled. They aren't
Right.
taking too much time to adjust to the FBS level. Um,
Yeah, Liberty's got to win their last two, bro.
yeah,
They're 4-6 right now.
Danny
I
four
did
and
not. I
six.
did not have that on my bingo card. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
Um,
It's been a horrible year.
yeah. So like, I thought you were talking about good for the conference, not good for like certain teams like Liberty.
Yeah,
Actually, that kind
easiest
of makes
schedule in the
Liberty look
country.
even worse. Four and
Yeah,
six.
it does. It does. But yeah, this is the conference for newer teams. I believe they prepared newer teams to enter this level greatly. I think what Missouri State is like 8-3 or 7-3, bro.
7-3. If I'm not mistaken, Kennesaw and Missouri State are both 7-3 going into this
Yeah,
game.
they're both for 7-3 in the conference. Kennesaw State is 5-1. They're
Hey,
five and
KT, do you
one.
got the real app? Just to let you know. Do you have that app?
What's the real app?
So it's an app that has like all the major sports in it. It has a feed of the game. It has stats of the game.
Word.
Yeah. But one thing I like is, I can go to the games and it has like the records on there too when I'm looking. Like what game? Oh yeah, let me see what games this weekend. It has like the record on there. And it's pretty interesting. So it's like, yeah, like I can see, like I can look at the games right now, and you can sort either by top 25 or by all the games. Um, but
Yeah, I'm about to download this right now.
also not an ad, by the way. But yeah, I was just saying that because that like really helps me out remembering the record. Like I can
Oh,
just go
for
to
real?
the app and see what games this weekend. I can see their record.
It looks like almost like a flag or like a R.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, yeah, I'm about to get this on now.
yeah. It's a really helpful app. Sometimes too. Like, and I like it because it's send notifications. You know, they're like, oh yeah, so and so is hot, 8 straight points. Um, and also like notifies you certain teams are down at a certain time. You know, it might be
Okay,
like,
like a upset alert or something like that.
yeah, like a Texas A&M was down three,
Mm,
and 1 minute 49 left. They got the ball at their 50.
okay.
Like,
So it
so
doesn't for all teams. Like you could just pick the sport that you want to do.
yeah,
Okay, all right, so I can pick college football then.
yeah.
Okay, nah, that's dope. Yeah, shout out to them. I didn't know anything about that. So who you got winning this game, man? Missouri State versus Kennesaw State.
I'm gonna choose Kennesaw State. I'm
Yeah,
gonna choose Kennesaw State.
I'm gonna
I
stay
want to
loyal
believe
to
Missouri State
Kennesaw
just
too.
to stay close to home, but I'm gonna choose Kennesaw State.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna choose them too. Um, got another really good game. We got Kentucky versus Vandy. I never know what to expect from Kentucky, bro. Every year
I
I
don't
think
either.
it. Every year you think that they're just down and out and things are done. Mark Stoops just finds a way to be competitive, and right now they are. What is their record, Jalen?
What, 5-5? If I'm not mistaken.
Are they 5-5? So yeah,
I
five
mean,
and five. They got two to get to
yeah, 5-5.
2 games, and they just need one of them to get the bowl eligibility. How you feeling about them right now?
And like, I kind of feel like how they are, like average. It's like not feeling great, not feeling bad. They're a solid team. You know, they can give you an okay game,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not expecting them to ever pull off really
Mm-hmm.
upset. At least not with this team. I feel like in the past years,
Mm.
yeah, but this team, I'm not really feeling it. Uh,
Is this one of Mark Stoops' best coaching job? Because I just don't think the roster construction is there. They've lost a
yeah,
lot of pieces, bro. A lot of pieces.
um, I would say so,
Mm.
but I guess you could also point out that it's not all that impressive. I mean, you're 5-5,
Yeah,
you're
you're 5-5.
500, ain't bad. You don't
They
got
had
a
a
losing
corner
record,
drafted in
but
the first round by the Buffalo Bills. They had a defensive lineman drafted by the Buffalo Bills. They lost
hmm
some production. Some people left via the portal, like Barry and Brown, who's now at LSU. Um, the quarterback play was really spotty, and it's crazy. You're right. Is they're not having a great record, but it's kind of like the Casey Killer story that we tell all the time. What were all the coaches you interviewed at the American? By the way, we were trying to figure that out last night because we thought you interviewed like 3 coaches there. Did you interview Eric
uh,
Morris for North Texas?
oh, I don't think I
You didn't.
did.
You definitely did Jeff Trailer. I know that.
Yeah,
Who else did you interview? There was another coach.
I did USF, but I don't think USF coaches
Oh, okay.
or UAB. My bad, not USF,
Yeah,
UAB because I did
yeah.
Denver
Trent
War.
Dilfer wasn't. I had a feeling he wasn't going to do.
Yeah, because remember I did with you. Remember you were supposed to do UAB, and I was like, oh man, they got Denver War. And I
Yeah,
was
and yeah,
like,
yeah, and that's what we
so and
swapped. Yeah,
so.
we'll swap real
Yeah.
quick. Yeah.
Other than that, I
You
don't
did one more, didn't you? And I'm not.
thought I
Yeah,
did.
you did. You did. I got to look at the team.
They was kind of all over the place with the interviews. Like
Dude,
it wasn't like,
they were. It was to be wanted, bro. The opposite of the ACC media days, bro. Like, hey, they all looking at me like our players are
yeah,
ready, our
yeah.
coaches are
It'd be
ready.
like,
Like, it was crazy. It was bananas.
yeah, and also it'd be like, man, like, hey, can we get it in at this time? And then
Yeah,
like, hey, yeah, 12:30, sure. And
yeah.
then it's 12:30,
And then Mo
twelve
has an
forty.
hour
Still, you still
conversation
waiting.
with Ryan Silverfield, and other people over there getting mad at
Um,
me. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't hours, like 30 minutes.
I don't know. I want to know if I can look at every team and just see.
It was it was another coach. I just couldn't remember who it was. Cause I think I did one, Moon did like 2 or 3, and then you did 2. You definitely did 2. I just can't. No, cause we didn't talk to Rice. Did we? No, it wasn't Rice.
No, we didn't talk to Rice.
It was another
We didn't
coach.
get a chance. We were
Charlotte
supposed to.
Charlotte
We
head
didn't get
coach.
a
Didn't you
chance.
talk to Charlotte head coach?
Did I? I don't. I think I did. I think I
Yeah, you
did.
talked. Yeah, you talked to what's his name from Ohio. Fin, it's killing me, bro. Philbin Phil. Because I know, yeah, you did talk to Charlotte head coach. Philbin, Tim. Yeah, Tim Albin. I don't know why I kept, yeah, Tim
Tim
Albin.
Alvin.
Yeah, you did talk to Tim Albin, didn't you?
I think so.
I know you can't see the
Oh,
screen. I would show you a picture, but I know you can't see the screen.
oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I got a picture pulled up.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So Kentucky, Vandy, we're both going Vandy here. Will Vandy make the
yeah.
college football playoff? How many teams are coming out of the SEC before we get into the main enchilada?
So Oklahoma for sure, they're locked.
Mhm.
Georgia for sure, they're locked.
Ole Miss,
Ole Miss locked.
Bama,
Um,
not a lot.
not
Okay.
locked. Because who's an SEC championship game?
If it started today, it's Georgia and Texas A&M. Texas A&M, I don't know if you said them, they're locked too.
oh yeah, Texas A&M locked. I think that's 4 teams.
I
right?
think they get at
Ole
least
Miss,
5. It's a possibility for 6, depending on what happens in.
Texas A&M, Ole Miss, UGA. Texas A&M, Ole Miss, UGA, Oklahoma. Yes, the 4 teams. Alabama could be at 15, but I don't know. Alabama's teetering the line.
How you feel
They're
about
gonna
Vandy?
need
And then you think Texas is out of it?
Vandy's probably out of it. They'll probably need like somebody like
USC?
Notre
They're
Dame
probably
to lose.
rooting against USC. Probably.
Yeah.
I think ACC and Big 12 only gets 1. I truly believe that. And then you get your G5, so there's 9
It
spots.
depends. Miami went out. They could. If Miami possibly, I don't know if Miami can make it to the ACC championship anymore. But if they were to somehow win out and don't make it to the ACC championship game, they see this too.
Yeah. They're done. So
Big 12 gets
so they
1.
need,
Big 12
Big
gets
12
1.
is 1. So they need to root against Miami. Guess who else is 8-2? Michigan is 8-2. So they need to root against Michigan. They need to root against USC. I think are the 3 teams that they really need to root against.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan gonna lose to Ohio State. That's gonna knock them out.
Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. Chill, bro. If there's a team that can beat them with brutal physical play, it's Michigan. It's Michigan, bro.
Yeah, Miami. I don't know how to feel about Miami the last couple weeks. I don't even know who they played.
I get it. They were close losses, one in overtime, one.
I'm kind of mad to make the playoffs, bro.
I don't want them to make the playoffs, bro.
I don't.
I am a Miami hater at this point, bro. For obvious reasons, I'm a Miami hater, bro. So,
yeah, I don't know how to answer your question. I don't know how to answer your question.
Okay, that's good.
I don't know what you mean by that.
What? You don't. What you need me to remind everyone how Mario Cristobal dissed me at the podium, man? Well, he didn't diss me, but I took it as.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Honestly, I feel like every team wants Notre Dame to lose because it's like they don't got no conference. So it's like they lose, they're automatic.
Notre Dame.
We don't got to worry about them winning the conference. Still in the
Notre
spot.
Dame is a team I keep forgetting about. Notre Dame is in. So that's 4 teams right there. So we're looking at, I think, 18 pool, and SEC at most could probably get 5. But also, it can be 4-4 between SEC and Big Ten. It's just going to be really interesting. I don't like an independent team getting in. I've never been a fan of Notre Dame getting in the pool. That's why I root against them every week, bro. I ain't going to lie to you, bro. Go play in the conference, cuz. All right, so we're going to do really rapid fire these last 2. LSU, Western Kentucky, who you got?
I want Western Kentucky to win.
You want? Okay.
I want Western Kentucky to win. I don't know about Garrett Nussmeyer playing this week. I know some questions about him playing.
Questions about the health, or they're just thinking about going in another direction?
I think health. Okay. I think it was. I saw it for like Monday where it was like, oh yeah, we don't know about Garrett Nussmeyer playing possibly Saturday. I'm like, okay, but LSU.
All right. We agree. And then we got your troll.
Hey, KT, who has a better record though? Western Kentucky or LSU?
Oh, I know that one. That's Western Kentucky, bro.
Yeah.
They the big dog in Con USA. One of the big dogs in Con USA. And then we got Alabama, Eastern Illinois. Eastern Illinois is what you said?
Okay. Yeah, Eastern Illinois.
All right, cool.
Possibly where I'm going to get my bachelor's from. But
okay, that's dope. That's dope. Because right now you at State, right?
Nah, I ain't nowhere
now. Okay. I
mean, I ain't nowhere now.
Oh no, where you work at? Is that a com?
Yeah. Community college, but I ain't gonna lie, I might have to try to suit up, try to get a
Hey
scholarship.
man, go ahead. Hey,
Be
hey, you
one
might
of
as
them
well come
fairy
out of
tale
the top.
stories in the
Hey,
NFL.
you could be a Drew Messing maker. You know what I'm saying? College.
Like, hey, shoot, everybody got eligible. Shoot, LeBron can retire right now and go to college.
He can
Like,
and play. I don't know why he would do it, bro. That man would want run slant route. And granted, he's a legit 6'9", probably like 275, 280. What you think he running in a 40? I say like a 4.7 now. But in his prime,
and
he was probably
it,
hawking.
it, in his prime, I think he run like a four
Yeah, me
four.
too. Me too. Me too. I think he could he definitely run that.
Now, yeah, it's probably like a four
For, but
seven.
that but that's still like somebody who's 6'8", 280 pounds, bro. Who's running that? Who's
Uh,
running that 6'9",
yeah,
280.
yeah, we can have like shoot. I wonder if an NBA player can just retire from the NBA, and be like, yeah, I want to go back to college.
Man, I would love to see
Like,
Rondo play quarterback. Have you been seeing him in the flag leagues? I would love to
I
see him
have.
go back to college and play college. But he had so
Uh,
much, and with his son. His son just made some important league. His son just made. I saw them talk about in
mhm,
one of the shorts. We got college football showdown game of the week: USC versus Oregon. What's the current temperature in
mm, mm, mm.
Eugene right now? What's the current temperature in SoCal, bro?
Well, Eugene is
Ah,
kind of rainy, kind of sunny,
uh,
depending on what area you
okay,
in. You know, if you on a defensive area, you feeling real good. That's the sunny
comfortable,
side.
yeah,
That's comfortable. We looking good, sunny, warm out. You look at the offense, it's kind of rainy,
100%.
muddy. Um, we escaped with a win in Iowa. Uh, offense ain't been looking all that great. It's been putting up some points here and there, but it ain't really, you know, the fans ain't happy with me. Uh, you look at the wide receiver position,
Hmm.
they're struggling with injuries. Um, Dante Moore, I feel like Will Stein doesn't unleash him
Hmm.
enough. Uh, I feel like, especially with the drive he made at the Iowa game, like I want to see him just, let's throw the ball downfield a little
Hmm.
more. Let's quit going east to west to go north
Right.
south. Yeah, I feel like
So
current temperature, depending on who you ask, kind of wavering.
yeah,
I think some Oregon
I would
fans,
love to have HDZ on the show right now because I know he done gave us that real, bro.
yeah, so some Oregon fans probably like, yeah, we can win this game. We can still make the college football playoff. We can still possibly even make a national championship run. I know some fans are like, it's kind of chalked. Like we good, we just not national championship
Is
good.
you is
Um,
Eugene, Oregon, in the college football world ready for a possible Oregon mega collapse? I'm not saying it's happening, but after this week they do play UCLA week 14.
they play. Wait. When they play Washington, they all play Washington.
Yeah, I think they already played Washington. I think they beat them pretty well too.
They did
I
this.
think so.
Okay. I thought Washington was like gonna be the last game or something like that. I don't know. I can check. Oregon football.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. They play November 29th. Hold on. I'm bugging. Is that Oregon? Nah, was that USC? Yeah, USC plays UCLA last game of the season. So hold on. So they play. Hold on. Oregon plays against USC and then got to go to Seattle for their last game of the year.
Hmm.
Damn, that's crazy.
Um,
Yeah.
but
Are the
yeah,
people ready for a possible Oregon collapse?
possibly, especially after that Iowa game, yes. But you look at the Minnesota game; they put up
They
42
did. It was
points.
Minnesota that they beat the crap out of. Yeah.
Yeah, was that a touchdown? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Noah Winnington. You didn't see
No,
that
no,
play?
I haven't seen that play. What happened?
Oh, he broke out of a
Mhm.
tackle and
No, I did see that. I did see that play. He looked like he was
he
down on.
lost the ball.
Oh, no, 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 no. That was another play. What play is
He lost the ball before he hit the end
that?
zone, and he recovered it in the end zone, but he didn't. It wasn't like I recovered, tucked it back, cover, and then dropped it again and went out of bounds, and they called it a touchdown.
Wow.
I was like, that's very close to being a touch. I was like, I think that's a touchback, but
Them refs wanted to get out of there alive, man. You ain't chain, brother.
um, I thought that was a touchback. I was like, you know what? Oh well.
How you feeling about USC right now?
Good.
Hmm.
Don't make a couple dumb play calls. You will be in the college football playoff. Um,
Don't remind me, brother. Don't remind me.
it was so funny watching that game because because I think USC just scored, and then Notre Dame took it to the house, kick return.
Yeah. Yep.
Boom.
To Darius Price.
Yeah, Jadarian Price. Um, uh, then I think was it the with the following possession by USC, they did the tried to reverse play, and
With
then
Malachi Lemon in the damn rain.
yeah,
That should not be in anybody's air raid playbook.
oh
It
man,
should be in one person's air raid playbook. Certainly isn't in mine.
it's cool when you're struggling to put up points, but they was not
They
struggling to
were
put up
moving the
points.
ball. They was just
Yeah,
struggling in the red area. They were moving the ball 20-20, no problem. They was just 100% struggling in the red area. So what quarterback at this point in the season do you trust more between Dante Moore and Jada Mob?
whatever.
Do you?
Yeah,
Why?
whatever. I feel like he's. I feel like he's a lot more surgical throughout the game,
Okay.
and maybe that's just because he's allowed to be a lot more.
Mhm.
Um, the
It's,
weapons, of
it's a
course, are also
quarterback friendly system,
yeah,
and then like you said, the weapons. I agree.
yeah. The weapons, are, of course, are there. But I feel like Miami just has been like a top quarterback in college football.
Hmm.
Like nobody talks about him.
That's a
Not
fact.
nobody talks about, but nobody really talks about him
The
like as
masses.
far as like draft wise
Yeah,
or
they
anything
they
like
don't.
that. Like, um, but you look at it, I'm like, he looks dang good. Um, he has some throws where you like, we
You get
wish we had
frustrated with
those
him.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
you wish
you get
we had
frustrated
those
with
back. But I kind of expect that. I don't think he's like a top draft pick. But if we're talking about quarterback third round, look at
him.
potentially could develop into a solid starter. It could be him. Um, yeah, I'll take my Ava over Dante Moore.
Dante Moore.
I actually thought you was gonna go with like the whole level one, level two, level three, level
Yeah,
four.
no, 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 no. I wasn't going to do that. So you trust him more. We know defensively, Oregon is definitely better defensively than USC, but USC is better than they have been defensively with DeAnton Leonard, defensive coordinator. So I guess this game is just going to come down to, can USC start fast? Can they? It's been raining in SoCal this whole week. Damn,
Can
snap
Oregon
all
put up
road dog.
points?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I mean, not like USC defense is
Hey, road
almighty.
dog, is that where you at? I think he is on the West Coast actually.
But if I'm not mistaken, against like some of the topper tier teams,
They've
they
struggled to
kind of
put up
struggle
some
with kind
points.
of putting up some points. Not that USC is Indiana's defense,
Oh no,
Iowa's
not
defense,
by any
or
stretch of the imagination.
did they struggle against another team so far this season, or just two teams I'm thinking of.
Hmm.
Uh, let me check. Wisconsin. I don't know how good Wisconsin defense is, to be honest with you. I watched one drive of Wisconsin football this year. Uh,
Wow, impressive, brother, impressive.
I don't know about you, but
I haven't watched much. I've seen a little bit.
Wisconsin is not on my Wisconsin. I was like, if they start out good, okay.
Hmm.
After the Alabama game, I was like, yeah, I got all I need to see. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you with that.
I
When they
see where this
lost
is
to when
going.
they lost to Maryland, I was a little. He said he's in the Orange County area, down the street from Mater Day. Oh, okay, that's what's up, bro.
Oh, Penn State until the fourth quarter, they struggled against Penn State to put
Hmm.
up points.
That's a
So yeah, I
fact.
feel like against like some good teams, they kind of Penn State afterwards kind of they not be a good team, but
Hmm.
at the time they were still good, and at the time the defense was still performing.
Right,
Uh, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they perform against a USC defense who isn't a world beaters. We've seen points put on them by Notre Dame, by
right.
Illinois. Uh, but I want to say allow some other points to some more teams too, but off the top of my head, I can't think. Let me look at their schedule. Uh, USC. Um, I will score okay against them, but you look at like they held Nebraska to 17. Um, no, Notre Dame doesn't score 34 points. Probably if the fumble doesn't happen.
Right, right, and it happened at such a pivotal point in the game. It was extremely frustrating to see. So we talked a lot about the matchups. We talked about the stars, the players, the what's the current temperature in both of these places as far as how hot the program is or cold the program is. Let's talk about who's your winner in this game. Who you got?
USC.
Hey, you already knew I was going with USC. Uh, I'm not sure how they win it, but they have to start fast. They have to start fast. If they can control the clock, play sound defensively, uh, I don't expect them to completely stop them defensively, but if they can contain defensively, no turnovers, and they play mistake-free ball and they start fast, I definitely think USC can win this game. If Oregon loses this game this week to USC, like both of us believe that they will, how big is this game in Seattle? Like, you know what I'm saying, next week. Where would college game day head? You know what I'm saying? Because they will have some choices of where they can head next weekend, but where would they go?
What would be the top game for next week?
So you would have
The
no,
game. You got the game.
you got the game. You sure do. You will have that. You will have don't Tennessee and Vandy play? They play rivalry weekend, don't they?
Yes. Yes.
And that'll be a just from
Georgia Tech.
Georgia. It may not get better. Might not get better than that one right there.
Um,
I doubt they go there though, because that's a neutral site game, right? Or is it in? That might be in
I think
Athens this year. Is
so.
it? I gotta check.
It might be in Georgia Tech this year because I think it was Athens last year, right?
Was it?
I think it was Athens last year.
That was one of the best games I seen last year.
Yeah, I feel like that's a home game.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. It is home and home. It's in Atlanta this year. Wow, what a sight that would be for them to go to Bobby Dodd and Moon gets to go to the game. Yeah, sees the credentials there. So that's
Um,
gonna be crazy.
Let me look at the
I might have to
schedule.
fly to Atlanta this upcoming week.
Uh, any other games really next week? I mean Maryland. I mean Miami Pitt. Okay, that's cool. Uh, nah. Other than that, it's like it's just a whole bunch of they'll probably go to the game or they'll probably go to that Georgia Tech game.
I would agree. I would agree with you, especially if Michigan handled business this week. Things are looking good for
Should
Michigan.
go to Champaign. No Northwestern Illinois.
They
Uh,
could do that. You know what I'm saying? But they won't. They could though.
what game was it where they should have went? Was it the USC game where they should have went to Illinois?
Yes,
Oh,
it was 100%.
oh, uh, wait, was that kind of like the end of the episode? At the end of
No,
all the
two more games.
okay.
BYU versus Cincy. We could go rapid fire style with these. We got one.
BYU. I thought we discussed this somewhat earlier.
We did. We did. Did we talk about Pitt and Georgia Tech?
No, we didn't.
Who you got in this? Who you got in this game?
I got Georgia Tech. Pitt against Notre Dame looked a little shaky to me.
Oh, they were bad. They were
Yeah, they
awful.
look terrible. I said a little shaky. Yeah, they actually look terrible. I think they were down like what? They in there like 28, like 10 or 23 at
It
halftime.
was
It
so
was something
bad.
bad. It was something bad. Uh, but I don't know what.
Okay, he said it's neutral site. It's at the bench. Which
Yeah. I don't
yeah.
know what Denbrock was on with Notre Dame though. At the end of that game, he was calling like pass plays for CJ Carr with like 5 minutes left. Like you're up by like 6 touchdowns. What are you doing? Um.
style points, brother. Style points.
Uh. Yeah, I'm gonna take Georgia Tech.
I got Tech too. Even though Moon is like worried, I think he's overly worried about this
Yeah,
game.
I think he's a little too worried. I feel like
Mm,
if you watched last week
mm,
with the way Pitt played,
mm.
um, he'd be a little more comfortable. Which I don't know if he watched the
I
Pitt or
think
just saw the score.
I
Um,
did watch some of that game. I know that the BC game scared the living hell out of a lot of Georgia Tech fans. Like
so there's a couple games that kind of scared them.
yeah,
Probably
right.
They had
The
a
way
couple
the way
of
the way
games like
Forest game is the game that I think about the most. Where I'm like, that's the game that I seen them shoot. And then the NC State game, of course, they got dominated in that game. But that's the
yeah.
game I kind of think about most.
Um,
Yeah, we could lose by 100 exactly. Yeah, Pat Narduzzi said that, and he's a
which
guy that
was
I
a
respect a lot.
stupid comment.
I don't get it. I think he made. I don't know. I've criticized him a lot. He does follow me on Twitter, but I don't know if that still holds true. So Mike got to check on that. So that's the end of the episode.
Hold
Jay
on.
Lee, what?
Do you what do you think about Dylan Rayola's brother decommitting?
You reading the tea leaves, aren't you? We had the discussion yesterday. Maybe
Do you read into that? Do you like?
I mean it's a couple ways. It's a couple ways to look at it. Maybe he wants to start as a true freshman, like his older brother did, or maybe Dylan Raiola is reconsidering some things. He's like, hey, I went to Nebraska. I tried to win there. And he has been able to have some success there. Is he going somewhere? What's going on with Matt Rule? It just led me down a rabbit hole. What about you? Did it lead you down a rabbit hole as well?
I was like, that's very telling. I was like, either one, Matt Rule and Dylan Rayola is gone, or two,
Yeah,
Dylan Rayola is gone.
right. I mean, what the type of money Dylan Raiola would get if he entered the portal out of worldly. Do you think he goes to Athens? Where do you think he goes if he does enter the portal? Does he follow Matt Rule to a possible? I don't think Matt Rule ends up at Penn State. I just don't believe that happens. But if he does go there, would he
I
follow
mean, he
him
just signed
there?
an extension, didn't he? Didn't he sign like a 2 year
Yeah, he,
extension
yeah,
like a
he
couple
did
weeks
just
ago?
sign an extension.
I mean, not that that means anything,
It,
today's college
it
out
doesn't
there,
mean
but
anything. Yeah, they throwing around
they
money
can
like
be like,
it's
oh, you get 2 year extension. Okay, we can give you
yeah,
5 year max money over here.
right, right. They getting NBA contracts at this point.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I feel like it's a good chance he might jet.
Yeah.
It's a chance he might jet. I don't know,
Hmm.
but I was like that's very concerning. I was like, at
It
least
it
I'm a
is.
Nebraska fan.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, flip a season is just a month away, and we remember that his brother got flipped a few years ago. It was just a foregone conclusion that he was going to Athens to play with Georgia, and then he flipped. So it'll
yeah,
be interesting. I wonder
was
what Road
it?
Dogg thinks about that. He said
Uh,
Latif is him. Yeah, I wonder what he thinks about.
I mean, if Rule leaves, I mean, it's a coach in Florida, that you can hire.
I got one more question for you before we get out of here. What do you think about the Sam Levitt situation?
Sam
Have you?
Pittman,
Nah, Sam Levitt. Have you
Sam
like
Levitt. Okay.
dug into that situation at all?
I saw, and I think I know what you're talking about. Um,
Yeah, yeah. It gets
what
into
happened again? Was it it was something
so
about like him?
somebody put out a rumor that he's going to, see what options he has after this,
Yeah, yep.
and then somebody has sent somebody else a message that's what I'm saying that pretty much confirmed. That confirmed. He said rules should stay. Yeah, I agree with that, Road Dog. That pretty
Fire
much.
Rule, hire Scott Frost.
Whoa, what did you say?
Fire
Fi-
Matt Rule, hire Scott Frost.
Dude, you remember that time period in college football, bro? Dude, what a time to be alive, to be making college football content in 2022 when Scott Frost was just doing he wasn't a big one at all. It was bad. So the situation is pretty much that one of somebody in Sam Levitt's camp got upset about the message, but they pretty much confirmed the message that he
Yeah,
is going to
like
explore his options. Like, how do you feel about that? And where do you see him going? Does he go to the ACC? Does he go to the SEC?
I don't know. Because I don't know how to feel like.
Wow,
I
I
feel
think
like if
that's a
I'm
great
Arizona
take.
State, like that's kind of a slap in the face, and I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, it'd be cool to have you back, but at the same time, bro, I don't want you if you go over here. Just
If you don't want to be here, I mean, it
yeah,
ain't like you had the
want home
greatest
court.
season anyway. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think we're at a
Uh,
new landscape where you could build almost anywhere in the power conference level. Look at Indiana. Agreed.
yeah. Shout out to Cincinnati. He probably gonna stay himself, Lane Kiffin. Um,
Ooh, you taking shots there, brother.
uh, but yeah, like I feel like he ends up in the SEC. I feel like
Okay.
it could be possibly Athens. I mean, I'll take him over Rayola.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
If I'm
You
the coach, I'll
got
take him over Rayola. So
you got anything else you want to add?
I don't think so. I don't
All
think
right,
so.
man. Great show as always. You know if you're gonna be able to join us tomorrow at 11 p.m.
I
for the
should be able
reaction show.
to. I
Okay.
should be able to.
All right, that's a bet. As I always like to say, there are no more victories in a sport that survive in advance. That's why college football has the greatest. I done forgot my quote, bro.
It's
Regular
like
season.
it's like college football is the greatest regular season, and I actually don't know the end of it. Because I don't remember. Me and Moon had to do an episode or two without you, and I was like trying to end it. I was like, I don't remember what this
Yeah, him and Nino did the same thing. Hey, what's good, Playboy? How you living? Hey, Moon, he gonna join us tomorrow for the late show, and we react to college football. But as I always like to say, let's try it again. There are no more victories in the sport that survive in the fans. For college football has the greatest regular season. Until next time, you all take care. We'll see you tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.